One of the greatest mass extinctions of multicellular organisms occurred on Earth around 66 million years ago, and the extinction of whole animal groups caused significant shifts in Earth's biosphere. A new dominating force, mammals, took the place of the magnificent dinosaurs. No one knows what caused the Cretaceous-Paleogen extinction, and the event itself is a mystery. Nonetheless, it had an indisputable effect on the way Earth looked. Nearly every living thing weighing more than 25 kilos was among the 3/4 of all species that died. This ushered in the Cenozoic era, the first of 3 separate geological eras that began with the Mesozoic and continued for the rest of the Earth's history. The Paleogene, the first and longest period, began at 66 million years ago and lasted for 43 million years. During the Paleocene epoch, which lasted for over 10 million years, Earth's ecosystem rebuilt after the Great Extinction. Ecological gaps were filled by mammals, the new global overlords, after the extinction of dinosaurs. At this time, Earth's landscape looked quite different from how it does now. Tropical oceans divided the Americas, and the continents were in different places. As the Indian subcontinent started its ascent toward Asia, the ancient Tethys Ocean formed the boundary between Africa and Eurasia. The weather was more consistent and pleasant, and thick tropical woods blanketed the landscape. There were a lot of little organisms that lived at this period, and they subsisted mostly on plants. Many kinds of mammals, including some that are now considered predators, thrived. As an example, myacids, which are thought to be the progenitors of current mammal predators and are nimble predators that resemble martens, lived in the Paleogene woodlands. At the same time, archaeocetes, the ancestors of modern whales, were swimming around the planet. They weren't completely aquatic, but they did exhibit certain adaptations to living in water. Mammals' emergence and the subsequent alteration of Earth's ecosystems were both ushered in by the Paleogene. Around 56 million years ago, a new period began known as the Eocene, which lasted for a little over 22 million years. As the Himalayas were formed as a result of tectonic plate collisions, the locations of the continents became more clearly defined. One notable species from this period is the Andrewsarchus, a huge predatory mammal that looked like an early ungulate. Beginning at around 33.9 million years ago, the Oligocene lasted for about 11 million years and was the last stage of the Paleogene. Major geological occurrences, including the supervolcano Lagarita's eruption, had long-lasting effects on Earth. And global cooling caused tropical forests to give way to vast grasslands. Intricatherium, enormous animals that looked like rhinos, inhabited the Earth during the Oligocene. Unfortunately, changing environments proved too much for these gigantic creatures, the biggest terrestrial animals in history, and they became extinct. The next period, known as the Neogene, began about 23 million years ago and ended at 258 million years ago. During this time, Earth became more like our current planet, complete with easily identifiable continents and flora and fauna. As a result of a general cooling trend, polar caps expanded and eventually a worldwide glacier occurred. During the Neogene period, Earth was home to a wide variety of incredible animals, such as the deadly megalodon in the seas and many gomphotheriums on land, which are related to modern-day elephants. The last geologic epoch, the Quaternary, began with the appearance of Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens and our ancient predecessors were instrumental in the demise of countless species throughout the last 100,000 to 300,000 years. The Megatherium ground sloth of South America and the Diprotodon of Australia were both driven to extinction as a result of conflicts with indigenous peoples. During the present period, known as the Holocene, human civilization flourished, but it also brought up ecological imbalances and industrial calamities. The Earth is suffering permanent harm as a result of human actions like deforestation and greenhouse gas emissions. Concerns about a possible sixth major extinction event are heightened by the loss of biodiversity caused by unregulated hunting, habitat damage, and climate change. Humanity must consider the consequences of its activities and work towards sustainable practices if it is to fulfill its role as Earth stewards. If you like video, please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned with us for more interesting video.